In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace a standard 5-lever sash lock for a Euro lock. So the first thing you want to do is remove all the slotted screws in the handle on both sides. I always prefer to use a screwdriver for this because old slotted screws are notoriously difficult to remove and you might end up stripping the heads if you use an electric drill. Remove the handle by taking out all the slotted screws. In my case, I need to use a PZ1 bit to remove these grub screws holding in the faceplate. Make sure you keep hold of these because grub screws are notoriously difficult for escaping. Now that you've released the grub screws, you can remove the faceplate from the sash lock. If the lock's very old, it might be worth cutting around the edge with a Stanley knife to break the paint seal. If you just try and take the faceplate out, it can end up catching the paintwork and flicking some of the wood out, so always break the seal with a Stanley knife. Then you just want to get a slotted screwdriver in, remove the faceplate. That then gives you access to these two holding screws. They're both PZ2 in my case. So I've got a posi bit at the end of my cordless drill. Take these two screws out. Always be aware at this point that some dust might come out if it's a very old lock. So always keep a cloth handy, put a dust sheet under your door, and also a vacuum's useful for hoovering out inside. Take the old spindle from your handles, place it back into the lock and use it to pull out the old lock. You can sometimes get a screwdriver in to lever off the corners, but be careful not to damage the door. You can now offer up your new Euro lock. In order to get our new Euro lock to fit, we need to chisel a little bit more out of this rebate. Put your new faceplate on, line everything up, and then draw around it. We just need to chisel out this bottom section here. Offer the new lock into position to check you've chiseled out enough to accommodate the new lock. As you can see, our lock fits in there perfectly and our faceplate fits in there flush with the door. Now we can start to widen the keyhole to fit our Euro lock cylinder. Line the edge of the lock up with the edge of the rebate, top and bottom, and line the faceplate up flush with the edge of the door. Once you've done this, you can mark round your Euro lock's position. Repeat the process at the other side. We need to widen this hole to fit our Euro cylinder. Because we're drilling next to an existing hole, I always like to use a pilot bit to get the drill started. This will just help guide the drill where we want it to go. Now we can drill in with our 22mm spade bit, which is just a little bit wider than our Euro lock. We also need to widen this section of the lock so our Euro cylinder will fit through. For this, we're going to use a 16mm spade bit. Always check it with your Euro cylinder to check you've drilled enough out. Now all your drilling and chiseling's done, you can offer everything back into place. Put the screws back in to secure the lock and the faceplate. Once the two screws holding the faceplate are in, you can then start to add your handles and Euro lock. You can reuse the old spindle because you know it'll be cut to the correct length. I always like to get everything in position and check it before I screw the handles back on. Twist the night latch until it's in the body of the Euro lock, and then you can slide it in through the door handles. Secure the cylinder Euro lock with the screw provided. This goes behind the faceplate straight into the Euro lock. Only once you've got your Euro cylinder secured with the locking screw can you attach your faceplate. Then add your new Euro lock handles back on and use some posi screws if you can to secure the handles into place. They're far easier to use than slotted screws. Secure the handles on both sides. Check the latch still operates as it should and the lock extends out.